Hey guys, I thought I would do a little bit of a different review today. And what's crazy was I was talking to someone on Instagram and they were asking me who my favorite Alice was. And I thought, I've kind of amassed a few Alices over the years here. And I thought, why don't we have kind of a discussion about who your favorite Alice is? Now, I know there will be quite a few of you who say, no Alice. I don't like Alice. That's cool too. I'd like to hear that. But I thought I would kind of run down my collection of Alice dolls and just kind of get your opinion, and then I'll share mine. So how about we start over here by me with my very newest Alice girl. This is Optical Alice. She came out this year in 2017, and she's just very, very different. So even if you are not into the Alice character, she is a very, very striking doll in the black and red color scheme. Her eyes have this amazing sparkle to them, and she's just got this very unusual white, almost gray wig. So she is one of my favorites, I have to admit. Next to her is Alice in Steampunk Land. And this doll is beautiful. I love all things steampunk. Again, if you're not an Alice fan but you like steampunk themed dolls, she is a great option for you. And then next to her is a premium Alice. This is Romantic Alice Monochrome. I'm going to tell you she is my second favorite Alice. There's so many, but she is my second favorite. I just think there's something about her colors, the quality of her stock, her eyes, her face, everything. I think she's just magical. And then next to her are her other Romantic Alice counterparts. This is Romantic Alice Blue and Pink. I believe they came out the same year, and the pink version was one of those dolls that I pined for quite some time. But in the end, I think I favored blue over pink. I think there's always a discussion about which one I like better, which one do you like better. I think these dolls, all three of them, the Romantic Alices, the stock is incredible. You cannot go wrong on any of those Alices. All right, so next to the Romantic Alice girls are, well, it's my favorite girl. She's my favorite girl in my whole collection. It would be Mint Alice Desjardins. I think her bow fell off, so her hair's a little bit frizzy. But I have the mint version and the pink version. They are both super cute. I would say that one of the questions I get all the time is, which do I like better? And it's not really fair because it's a personal decision, and Mint Alice, it has such sentimental value to me. But again, just like the Romantic Alices, stock, crazy, crazy detailed. They both come with a fun little rabbit, and I just love all the clashing patterns. For whatever reason, they really work. And then last but certainly not least in my collection anyway, I have Classical Alice Sepia and the original Classical Alice. The original Classical Alice was my very first Alice doll, and I think that she kind of resembles the classic Disney version, not so much as the Fantastic Alice version, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I think that she's got kind of a cool iciness to her. I imagine that she's a little British girl, and I think that those two dolls are just really, really pretty. The one thing I would note though is that their hair has very tight ringlets, so you'll want to just be careful about how you handle them. And I've done reviews of all of these dolls, by the way, so you can just learn a little bit more about each of these dolls. I did want to point out one thing that all of these girls have in common, well, two things actually. They all have big hair bows on top of their heads. And I just noticed as I lined them up today that they all have striped stockings. It actually made me laugh because I'm just like, my eyes just went all the way across. I'm like, well, they're very different dolls, but they all have striped stockings. Anyway, there are a few other Alice dolls that I don't have, and that includes Fantastic Alice. I'm always on the fence about that one. There's a couple of dolls that were made into the Alice character. The steampunk version would be my favorite of that one. I think she just looks a little bit different with a darker blonde hair. And another Alice, which I think is many people's Grail doll. She's this beautiful bronze colored doll and pretty hard to find. Anyway, I'm sure I've forgotten an Alice or two, and it is a little curious how Groove is obsessed with the character, but that's okay because I think they all look fantastic and different. So the question is, who is your favorite Alice doll? Maybe it's no Alice at all, but I'd love to hear from you. So we'll talk soon. Thanks.